Hey, what's up, y'all? It's me, Nate Almighty, and I'm back with another Raising Kanan Season 4 theory prediction video. So what are we going to discuss in today's video? Kanan killing Rock and Jukebox killing Marvin eventually over the death of Famous. Now, I've seen, just like everyone else seen, how there appears to be a Puerto Rican ear in the dark under a streetlight with a gun and a blurry face behind it. Some people are saying it's Rock, some people are saying it's Marvin. Based on the silhouette, to me it appears like it may be Marvin or it's someone else who is tall and light-skinned to a light brown shade. And this all looks crazy to me. So what we're gonna do in this video is we're gonna discuss the reasons why it's likely to be Marvin or Rock, and the reasons why Rock will want to have this happen. And then we're going to explain why it's going to be the beginning of Jukebox and Kanan's villain origin story. Once this happens, the separatism, the young guard versus the old guard within the Thomas family, and all the shenanigans that's going to come in between. This video is going to be another banger. Go ahead, like, share, subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Without further ado, let's get to it. All right, now, y'all, let's break it down like this. Now, like I said, we seen the promo pic, and the promo pic clearly seems to be a light-skinned Puerto Rican Famous ear, okay, with a gun in back of him. And it looks very, very bad. Like, it looks terrible. There's a lot going on, but not enough going on at the same time. I think this is going to be a quick thing. If that really is Famous, this is liable to be the only scene we get of Famous the entire season, man. And for him to be out, that means he made bail. It was questionable how he made bail. Maybe we'll find out that, it was his sister who managed to go to LA and make something of herself by sleeping her way to the top. Maybe she paid his bail. People not going to believe it. But he's home. He had to have been home for this body to happen. By the way, also, you know what? No, I'll mention Famous' sister in a separate video, right? But she's slated to come and at least have one scene, which we could probably assume that it'll be some kind of dialogue with either Kanan or Lou, or maybe both of them, whatever. But anyways, somebody killed Famous. Is it Marvin? Is it Rock? Either way, this person did not wear ski masks, which is also something that could lead to a whole lot. But now we have to ask ourselves, why Rock would deem it necessary to kill Famous, right? And if you ask me, Rock was perfectly justifiable, even though it would be wrong, right? Because Famous, as of now, has not ever given an inch to make us believe that he would be any kind of rat. We've seen him under heated circumstances. He did not fold under pressure, not once, right? No matter how scary he looked outside of being locked up, he's never looked scary, never looked like he was about to snitch. But Rock doesn't personally know him. Also, Rock would not know what kind of conversations Famous and Howard might have had, right? But when you look at it, according to people like Rock and Marvin, Famous has potential to be the star witness, right? Because if Famous was to snitch, he could single-handedly bring the entire Thomas family down. For one, he knows who shot Buck 20 and can help the cops solve that case, right? Which could lead to Lou being arrested for the murder of D-Wiz, and will also lead to Kanan by default, because D-Wiz is dead, being blamed for the murder of Buck 20, right? Number two, Famous could connect many dots as far as Rock's beef with Ronnie, right? For example, Kanan let Famous know Ronnie was behind the botched attempt on Rock's life towards the end of season 3, right? thus helping the feds build motive in the Ronnie and Howard death case. Next, Famous was helped by Howard multiple times at a time when he definitely should have remained in jail, right? And when we get into what's going on in season 4, they're going to actively be trying to resolve the Howard case. Even though ultimately it's probably going to end with them declaring that Howard was at the top of the Rico food chain. He was ahead of a lot of things, and he ended up getting his life taken. They're probably going to rule it out that way, because I don't believe at all anyone from the Thomas family is going to go down for anything to do with Howard and Ronnie. But anyways, from the perspective of someone like Rock talking to someone like Marvin, right? Marvin's going to say you can't take any chances. Rock is going to bring it up. She's going to say, do you think we should take care of this? Marvin is going to say, we should not take any chances. And then here's another thing, right? Dealing with his friend, the junkie from last season, he's definitely going to be like, yo, we can't take no chances. We almost went down messing with Gerald. And that was almost my fault. So you know what? I'm going to take care of this, right? Now, we may see a scene before Famous dies, where Famous questions who MH was on Kanan's paternity test, right? Kanan could end up bringing it up to Rock, right? Just mentioning it, right? By mistake, thus giving Rock motive to send Famous to the upper room. But here's another thing, right? Kanan could end up putting Famous on the line, trying to test his mother, trying to test to see if she really gonna do something. Maybe trying to give her one last chance. And then for him to end up finding out that Rock ultimately ended up putting Famous down, that's going to be a problem, right? And if she made the call and Marvin ended up putting Famous down, it's going to be a problem for Juke, right? Kanan ended up bringing it up to Rock, thus giving Rock motive to send Famous to the upper room, like I said. And now we got to ask how Rock and Marvin will be able to keep the secret, at least for a while, right? Kanan will likely end up telling Rock that Famous did kill Freddie, right? So Rock will blame Famous' death on Freddie's crew, causing Kanan and Juke to go to war with them until they find out that it was actually Rock who sanctioned it and Marvin who took the hit. Or she could be like, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. Y'all was getting caught up in a lot of things in the streets. Maybe they want to take it out on Famous because they didn't find you. Whatever, you know, all of the slick things that Rock tends to say, right? Right? And now we got to ask ourselves how Kanan and Jukebox find out, right? This could be from a potential witness during the time of the murder, since obviously whoever did the murder didn't have a ski mask on. Because if they had a ski mask on, they wouldn't have had to creep up on Famous, right? So this seems like a situation where, as a matter of fact, I'm going to say it now, since I'm thinking about it, there's a scene, right, in all the release or previews for what's going to go on in episode 1 or 2, where it seems like Marvin was looking for somebody. And then it seems like Marvin seen somebody and he started smiling and he was like, yo, my man. That could be Famous. That could be Famous, you know what I'm saying? Maybe for whatever reason he didn't want Famous to see his face when he took the kill or whatever. But you know, this is just another situation that I want to add on to this theory, right? Because as I'm speaking, it's kind of connecting, even though I could be wrong and it's not connecting at all. But all of my theories are 1,000,000% right until proven wrong. And even when I'm wrong, it's so entertaining that I'm right anyway. You feel me? But going back to Kanan Jukebox, they found out the people they think killed Famous. They found out that those people were not even in the area during the time of question. And then just like with Jukebox, how she was able to put together that Lou put down D-Wiz because she seen D-Wiz right before, right? Things were just happening. She was able to connect it. It would likely be Jukebox who connects it again. Now the thing is, if Marvin has something to do with it and she could make that connection, would she tell Kanan, right? Because if she don't tell Kanan, right, and this theory doesn't go the way I say it or anything like it, and Jukebox just holds this secret, and then he finally finds out that it was Marvin and Jukebox was keeping the secret, could that lead to the fight? Could that lead to the fight? Maybe I should make a separate video on that. The fight between Jukebox and Kanan that results in Kanan having a scar, right? And then we got Jukebox catches Rock and Marvin in a lie and connects the dots. We all know that Jukebox is smarter than Kanan. She gonna connect dots way faster than Kanan gonna connect dots. Now, what do you guys think? I want to also end this by giving my 2 cents by saying that it's always possible that Jukebox and Kanan could kill Marvin and Rock, right? But I also want to say that I still do not believe that if Rock dies, it will be Kanan who does it. And I also believe that it's even less likely that Juke would kill Marvin, right? I think she'd be more inclined to protect Marvin first. I personally believe that if Jukebox would have killed Marvin, it would be a way more tragic reason. But y'all let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Peace.
Can't teach that shit, nigga. Come on. That's gotta get that. That's touch my ink. That's on the dome, nigga.